so ba or sombo or what standards or what integrity on say ne niema o ye bia no o hwe say e wona kwan mu ana say ni na kwan mu say ye nyame asem e na o ka o de nyame asem e na ye adwuma say baabi no oti a kro na oti mu no o hwe say ono ne suban ene ne ye no eni kro no de no enyina ekope ene ne
virtues obasima
Medase pa. Thank you so much. Ella, iti ye share history more. Ensani ameka ene no ye de beko ye history mu kakra de beko abrabom na afi ye de aba bible na afi ye de atoto yen nso ya abrabom na ye de adesua ne nyina abawi na ye hwe ye history mu a unsa 20th century na maybe wo hɔ a ye ka so mo no they were virtuous women they were virtuous and as no mo ye masima a sign say edumre bi no social activism se ne ma bi ikoso e wo baabi o mo tene nkoyi a esa ne ho yira no enti akwanya bi a obenya bia no na opese ode kasa anase ode ema amansan hu se ne ye papa nie na ne ye bone enso nie na ye hwe sa nkrofo ni bia ye hwe yenya a Roman for say ye share social media so cry now say if you try to read a little about Mother Teresa no ye Catholic sister na ye hwe na brabo ene senyo ye na apart from say all sum nyame na ordinary life nyina esi hɔ a ode eboa amobrofo ene ehiafo na nani gye ho se so obi eho kyere na obeboa no yesan hwe obi mo baby 20th century mo yetimi ka obi to say with Bill Graham na wo hwe Billy Graham na yere no your baby a na ni kunu eye sofo pani pa ye nya edim Billy Graham no so ede ne ho agi mu no oboa ne kunu no wo hwe fie na o hwe ne ma apart from that nso ni kunu evangelistic crusades nyina no no de ne ho agi mu bi eba literature mu a Elizabeth Elliot no your writer and speaker na through ne pen no unse de bia ka se eniema a ye twro no ye wa kwanya yetime twro ade eto homa afoforo ebehu no eniema a ye twro no etiminya impact bebre ewo ye so si ye hwe ye saba school yi krampo a yesia part of it no talks about memorials eniema unse enkanyame asem 10 commandments no na enkanyame kra betimi ede nano aka keke unse na asem na nka obetimi de nano aka keke enso ye twrogu ade so eniema ye twro very important because ebe ye ensem na ho a enchirima eba they can easily refer to it say eba ho kiremu eba bibi mu a omutimi echo through it ye betimi nso aka obi to say Clarissa but on your friend of Clara no you been so ye hwe no ne modern boy ye emra World War ntokwa ekoso ne ade no during civil wars no ono ena ode supplies eniema sojafo epra ode be miemia omukro ofri honum no ene ye di benya Red Cross ene ye was secondary school kwani at Red Cross Club yeah eni Ghana no Red Cross Club na fe ese yesua se ne ye first aid ho niema ene ade nti we mu nyina ye ema atitirifo bi ebi abeka se na ade na nkrofo aye boy na Ghana fo de ema ni bi antimi anya hwe ye ba yenya ye Ghana ayi history mu so ne ya mamre mu a oba ba ko a Asante mu ye tai boni din pa ya asanto a emi say onu ni suban na aba affect o yenya ye de ya afo yi nyina no ezo obi de ya na ese nani aye den kakra ye fasita ye adua kuse ya o hwe na ese nani ye den kakra unim ya bi nso a wo be check no baako but on a more serious note no ya asanto a no oye ohima ne duru baabi a emema nyina te da ye se baabi adu ne de emrofi ni ombeye ni ebe ya na ye no wose da bi da yam print na ho ema kwasi broni emefa ne ye dia ono ene bedi ememanim ede omkọ akon ye ni nkunim de but the fact say otimi egina ye no eno ene ye ka na kukuduro no nti ye ka obasima akukuduro ene nam ye enso ka ho ye san ba ye Ghana history na mu so a on say your mommy bi ane a friend Rebecca na de da ite ono kra de ono wanko school ono no tonton ne niema woni dwom enso eba se ye no ye political activist emra na Ghana e pefa hudie no oye obi a oboaboa ema no oye niema bebre e de boa ye fa hudie over University of Ghana some of the street names no ye the prominent people din e na atoso na me department I will go no ye de Anijiage road na sa small street na ye de ato maame we no Anijiage no no and the first female judge oba Ghana na afei nso in the whole of Commonwealth enti sa nkrofo ni nyina no so mo ye ema sima no ebi de eya kukuduro ebi de eya adesua ebi de eye se emfa ho ne se bia wo ko school anansa wan ko school no baby ana ote no no timi eye bibi to create an impact on the lives of others ye betimi atoa so kra ka Theodosia Oko emra Ghana enya independence no ne odwen franka ye de beye ye nkunimdie franka ode ye Ghana flag no ne o design ye nya red gold green. It was a very thoughtful process because once I see a share Ghana flag na bibia e wo Ghana flag no mu bia no echire bibi red no ejina ho ema ye moja ye nananom eko ede gye ye gold no eye minerals a e wo Ghana green no eye vegetation ye no ba ne ade na star ne kra odi esiemu no eno eye yen the representation say enne no we are liberated na yentimi ntina ho biem ema obi foforo ema medie so look at such a thoughtful processor obasima ba ko owo Ghana ye history mu otime yeye e de boa ye man ye hwe another person Hana Kujo ononso no ye she was very key in the independence struggle e de important no ye no ye journalist na journalist no on say and some komre nyina no ene no journalism no ye hunu in different facets social media bani ade but at time no na ye through the power of writing paper ink pen typing enti na ono being a journalist no ye the independence struggle no it was the power of her pen. She wrote about the plight of Ghanaians in the hands of colonizers. Ena oka niema so Ghana for etimi eye. Enti nia otro ye ene nsemo a oka ye nyina beboa through the independence journey. Enti si ye kan we nyina bom o se nia ewiase ekyerechire mu se obi eye obasima. Ye ba Bible mu a san pa na Bible nso eka efa obi oye obasima ho. Bible ka obesima yehwe in the 21st century say ne ya yesifie wo we yehwe obesima yehwe obi a owogidie owanhumobro owanhobrase oyade a oto ne bo onse yaka say diligence a ohun ade a yebetimi dia adwene ho ehu diligence pa the way a entatia they operate. So one who said entatia fa ade and is also omofa ne nketse baako no makeka ni nyina siani da bia me ka che me sister say almost started omopuma de omoye beading no my thinking was say oh e bia fabric ni bi wo ho a na obeto no na beads ni bi wo mu dada me hwe the wo mu ye beading na then be san is enti beading mo nsa na mo de wose and am say hey to wo betena se Esna eyi panie baako nam se me de abade we de me talent mru was yan diligence because uye mistake a partner wo pe no unya. And one thing she said to me that was very interesting. Or say sanya wo utimetena se etwra de esua de wonso ya ne baako no wonso ne wutime ye no me de ka we de a diligence na se me say bibia woni mu ye no bibia wo betimi aye no you have to be diligent about it. Yet bibi sha wonsa to bo ase ya ne kakran because se uye diligent and asa oto bo ase na uye ne pepepe na uye ne yi a enum ho na wo betimi anya insunsanso papa ewo wabusua eni baabi a wotem ho. Enti se ehwe weni so a ade ba konso a ehia pa sa wo ye obasima ne se enya sa wo kind and answer wo humobro and also you be a obra wo ho ase but ne ehia ba ko pa nso ne say you are cultivating a strong relationship with God. Uni nyankopon enya enkitahudie bi a afei no ubehu se u Kristo soma kwantu a wonamu no unnamu yie na afei nso uni nyame ewo ayonkofa na saade no na wutimi ya it helps you to build the highest level of integrity on na nokredie ene ne aka ni nyina aba beka ho nti yenhwe bible mu e ma ben ne yehwe wo mu a na omo de yehwe anko mo ye diligent and also mo ye virtuous and omo ye merciful. Elizabeth John the Baptist mama on say na wa pe awo say oyobi a na after long years of infertility, no, she showed trust and faith in the power of God. Emra is your Bible. Yeshe announce no ye unsaid. I say, and I'm very particular about it. Me putting this together now. The scripture I did my hand and say Hannah was an elderly prophetess. Anna, she recognized Jesus as the Messiah when he was presented in the Bible, in the temple, highlighting her devotion and spiritual discernment. Say, so your best sima ewoye nyame spiritual discernment and so home. Now, I think a couple of weeks ago, me a presentation about age. And yema bebre wo hwa me ya me wo hwe. Enyema bi kra wo hɔ a mesese to ma brabom ho na mesua ene sese baabi a madu na mehu se sanya na medwen sanya na mehu niema no ensesaye abem na ne enti ensesaye abem ne se enyini mu ekura experiences bi ene enhunomu bi a agye se wunyini a na abehunu wuso a unhu na ade ba ko nyankopɔn edi ache empanimfo the spirit of discernment enti emma titiw nyame ama yesa akwanya no emra wu nyini emra esa obro akwala bi so or the spirit of discernment na ma wahu say akwala we sanya mehuno no ne obetimi akwa akoduru ni na discernment no aba no ne papem ne boni mu ekwan ben so na yefa handle no enti ne say ye obe se obetimi aye obe sima na watimi asum nyame ye na waboa na safo a adoma chede kakra a ode ama yen no how you can discern na wahu senia eniema ekono is to say you show devotion towards God and his people. Mary Magdalene and so yehwe Jidia unya unyame mu na she went demonstrating the faith or no any the among the first that yesu gu ye no or sorry ye no okohu no now say nyankopon ma ya akwanya bi to my focus is not to turn this into a sermon but yenti me nka obesima asemo a yen take examples in the Bible nyankopon ma ya akwanya bi ne enya first hand experiences bi a oya obesima no ade ba ko pe ene nyame ebehwehwe afiri wo ho se wo bekwa akodi adanse akire afoforo ne nyame ayama ne nyame etime ye ne nyame tumi etie eno ka ho ma wutimi eye obasima ye ye hwa Priscilla nso a ye se ono nso ene ne kunu eye adwuma one Paul emra Paul ministry gospel to spread the gospel akwanya ye de bema yen no on say ye de eniema bebre betimi eyiyi ye ho ano ne enti a ye ntimi nye but saa niema na betimi de eyiyi ye ho ano si ntimi nye no saa niema na mo de betimi awa ye no aho bi esan ye timi de ayade enti akwanya bia se addition ne de ma ye ne se obeye obasima no who show dedication and as unya ahofama bi na wayere wo ho na watimi ede nyame asem enso akọ ewiase afa na nyina no eno nso ewo ho enti sometimes no enya se ye ko ka nyame asem ne pe se ne ye ne afoforo etna no on say last week Sabbath school ya ye ni eka no ho asem no ade a obi said na eka na kwaye ne bone eye dan na ye classify no as an enemy within na adentina not the whole of the Israelites had to struggle ne tie nie once a wosi wo ye Kristo ni no once a nyankopon ode yen afra abusuakuo bi no se yakase wo ye Kristo mu ma ni ntino wo so be ma ne so wo be ko akodru wiase san e na wo ko akodru wiase ansa na obi be hu se obi ye SDA di na nansan na obi social media yi bi di na ma yi se SDA for ma de Ghana nyina SDA for ma na omo ho ofe na ne mpese ne ya na ye pese ehu ni se eya nkrofo ko share SDA for ma omo nyina aka bom anaso ko share SDA for ma be 5 anaso o share SDA ni ba we ebi o share SDA ni ba ya sewa o share SDA ni ba Sister Vivian we share SDA ni ba Sister Patient we share SDA ni ba Sister ya oka eno no baako no eno ene be ka bom na be represent group no enti ne ye dwene ho se opese oye obasima no ekwan bebre wo ho a ye betimi afa ne ye de aka nyame asem enso akire afoforo na ye hwe adenti na Bible mu die ni o na 21st century eniema be saa ne ma eye den so obetimi aye obasima on say 21st century ya the characteristics no rapid technological advancement yes globalization growing awareness to environmental issues enema ekoso social and cultural change enema bebre asesa ewo ya brabom first no enka interconnectedness on say social media anti meti Columbus how and answer globalization any technology intino advancement in technology the positive side meti Columbus me wo New York mo Queens but mitimi mo kasa yetimi di nkomo that's the very good part of globalization technological advancement sa technological advancement ya nso no esayama interconnectedness no nso ehu ayeden entinka senka yebetimi atena se ne yedidi ne yedi nkomo ne adwendwen ye ho ebi wo ho a yesi asem bi wo ho a ye can face to face a eboa senka yebeka wo phone so because I was square research no ebi wo ho a one of the challenges that we would say with maybe a phone interview I'm using the right word interview research and it's an interview data collection and it's it is hard to read facial expressions. It's hard to say gestures be a or you bet me I can say a video call can respond to that. But me tia minimum seriously. Sa asem hame. Sa asem hame no. Right now no what you see yes me te we ya minimum seriously. But say ubɛn me ɛna anaasɛ ubɛn nipa no ɛna wotan hu no ana mudi nkomo ewo mu a mudi nkomo a ubɛhu sɛ at least eduru mmerɛ bi no the patterns of conversation no asesa enti Zoom ɛne sɛ yɛyɛ nneɛma online no ɛso wɔ mfasoɔ but in this 21st century, I just said we are very intentional. Sir, uni nipa ebesia. Na niye ya awerɛhoɔ ne sɛ me phone yi da ha yi. Na ebia ɛnamfofo akɔ akɔhyia. So as I deal with me, a lot of us have observed it. And I'm for Fukushia. Na Ubegun say, Omakoshia so mubedin komo, no medidi. No problem. Ya friend. And ye besia say no makoshia. Yamfane so munina or McDonald's or somewhere. Omote home bedidi. Omunya drew no be a pulling the phone out. No be a texted. And you are asking yourself, say, what is actually going on? Enipa na wahyia na ɔne no kasa no ɔne ɔno nkasa o enipa o wakyire na woni hɔ no ɔno na either so ɔne na kasa anaasɛ ɔhwɛ biribi a waposti ɛwɔ hɔ to the extent sɛ ɛnɛ kura yɛ didi kura na agye sɛ obi wɔ hɔ a aduane ni a wɔte baako a no amia phone wɔte baako a no amia phone enti advancement in technology has good sides, but the fact is that and also has created more individualism. Me insa se be dwene ye nyina ye ho no ye dwene me ho na saa me dwene me nko a me ho no enso kofa nsanso bebre ba emma oba sima ye na opesa wo ye no entimi enkoso na say enne no there is so much screen time ye wo iPad ye wo TV ye wo phones yes wo ade baby yes wo gadgets bi ye wo video game eno mema no chi say enti eniema wonko a wo hɔ a wobetimi ade entertain wo ho na say you can live by yourself no and then adults but in the past na ni sa niema ni nyina no you didn't have a choice but to be compelled to talk to somebody enti enne no 21st century mu niema bebree na ade ba kwa mpa ha say it's very sensitive. I had some pictures, but because I yet church, I didn't want to show those pictures. I was like, near Makika, assign be see and near maybe so. And they are very since more. There is a concept that we refer to as objectification of women. After now, Chema, so won't say, am I true, mammy? I was saying, what the about mammy? They say, no. You can't say objector. Say udi bibi si ho ama na ya ade. Enti say no instead say baby ya do say no instead say nka emma ebetimi aye emma simafo na ometimi aboa emma nyame asem akoso ama to say society aye wo mu no enema akoyiye no as early as 1930s. Na objectification, my mema very, very simple example and straightforward example. So be a advert, no person catch your attention. No, I said maybe who says net that advert and so into the wound say man no may you who say and no catch your attention to who say a man you on the air show. Say I dare nature or the man you mohono a cripple attention a show into all share no na afia mo akohwe adekro na opese oton no ye se emra ye start say enema ema cigarette me na be say cigarette cigarette a course so and as an advertisement a course no it was because say omo ye no mu hu say ema me de be kensi asem so ne hu tumi a ewo ema mu ene oba body na ede wo ho ni nyina no o say sebe ya eniema be koso yie na amanfo ato cigarette ni ntino omo de pin up girls no ye count to say models and ma omo ho fe omo ete mo ba ni bibia gina ni gina say ya hyehyɛ ni yie ya say bibia say ye say that Ghana say ne maame say that to ne bo ase wo no ya hyehyɛ no saa ma ni bi no ne ade omo atotototo ho se ne ebe ya ebe ma amanfo ato eniema ne ntem ne etoso bie mo nso se obi epe obi aye obi bone na opese ofa kwan bi so na enipa no onya no waye bibia enye yie enti afei de ohyeda epe kwan bi so onimsa odefa oba ne ho ofe so a na nipa no ekɔ ne defe na obenya no onyanya na kyesa afedie adekro na awoye no enti saa niema ninti no a lot of women e wo say obesima oye obesima anyame abɔ ne sonko obetimi agye niema bebre no saa ahofe ne tumi no ene saa there is a level of attraction where I just a man in a bit there's a level of attraction bia e wo ma ho a senya age senya me pe na betimi aboa emema to just resist it enti saa de na anyame e de am te senya nyankopon e de ema Lucifer e ho ye fe na obo no stronko no saa attraction no menka say say bio me de yan toto ho keke enti saa de no na say if it is not properly si anhwe so ye a wo ba sima na wo ye no ubetimi de akonya ho problem na afei no instead say wobɛboa wo society na society no etimi aba nanim no na ye ka ye tro history a ni abɔ wudin say ti say bia Theodosioko ye Ghana independence no ye flag on na ye eno enya school asemo e design or ye artist into draw ade oh na afei no ye bɛbɔ wudin a yesi oh sa politician ya oni obi go Ghana pa na sa atsemu ita hanso ebi wa ha sa wo hwese obi ni patitiri obi akosro no ube hu a enche eni nansa na afei yes your baby say oni mi eye say I'm not saying say it is not true but ya me can say that there are also schemes sa objectification of women no ye de ma ejina ho ed obi ni obi nya asem a na ofa kwan bia so na se enye yi a na ode oba akogina ho onim so ode oba akogina ho say pe asem no baby opese o kan kosi bia no ebetimi akansi sometimes strategically no eye important and answer etimi eye ewo ensunsanso papa but ye drew maybe a first degree ewo legon no one thing I realized they say na there was a high craze for banks na banks bebre aba na banks na dia no mo ye ne say marketing no ye hwe oba bi figure bi na ye choose so say una wo ye marketing because as a wo ko na wo ko pe sika bre bank na it is not just your intellect but at the forefront ka ho a you are part of the entire package sa eniema no nyina no in this 21st century even ye back days in history so we can talk about several examples but I don't want to turn it into that kind of lecture but in me person me can esi so ne say area simu de ni bi enie enti si ye pese ye obesima ye I just say uye oba wode wo wre ahye nyame mu na wo gidie e wo nyame mu because ansana ube getting into all these areas of say you be objectified so obi ni obi anyasem inti aje wo ne edu kwatwa so na asem na ayeyie na to bring somebody down na say ubeye niema bia ehu hia no but unya gidie e wo nyame mu a nyame etime boa na akwan bia onu nyame pese odo fa so no boa afei so diligence and hard work. On say me nana wa asem bia no ka me nana say oba fa wonsam yenu eye adwuma o se fa wonsa eye adwuma na pe wo usika me nana ne kan ye me na me ka we me quote no mama akosi afobi em so ka no say 20 is it 2020 or somewhere no 2014 muho baby she used to say that a lot but on say you can't Proverbs 31 woman na or your baby aduane emfini fie onimnyansa opadwuma enti sa opese wo your besima sa niema we enesese eye wo focus na uyo obi nso a you are kind oh asem oite ehumobro wo mu you sympathize and empathize with others obi be ka asem chewa utie na wodie ne wa afam die kakra wo betimi aye no wo ye edeboa na die ba ko a da bia me bo ho paye eye nyansa and the spirit of discernment. We said Tronan Kasakra kacha ye say Kristo nim wani na what say wani da what say aboa wo because any da ho any ahwe yie eya de a eho hia yie tuntimi nka se uyo obasima wajeja wo ho a wini values bia bibia bebe bia wudim asem bia ekowu ebekraw ankraw kra bekwa akohwehwe na bisa ne sade nti no wa mekra me na no we ekowu na bekra me uyo obasima unye sade no nti strength and honor oba oye kukudrufo osuro nyame se ubetimi anya saa niema we nyina aje se nyame honhom eboa because you need a strength you need a strong personality one kasa sanya ubeka kasa basa basa unya oniema basa basa oyire wo ho ye wadwuma baabi a wo bia no o hwa so ayenia esesa wo ya there is no way obia emu ebu esese yedema oni nidie no se asem we nim se asem we wo kwa kache metiba eka asem bi che osi wo de wo pe wo niema class yo nam si sa na metemi nim da osi wo ye wade a wo pe ni sei wo pe se bibia ye pepepe enam si join the one catch me ama mehu you must be known for something. As I said, because if you are not known for something, and as if you don't stand for something, you will stand for anything. So uni adia potin se uwo we ene fine kwe se person your best mana uwo ho wo de bibia bebe bia oh we okay. So obi ntimi nkan se ebia sister ya na de facha mi o asem we de entimi nru sister ya anim na menkwala me trauma de omutimi ka kire me say akola ba ko ka kire me say the way mesi say me ka so onye say onye ka say ntia me wo ho a me wo din or see even your silence is more threatening or see din na ma ye no kra no yam hyehye no enka me kasa ya na me see ade or see when you are quiet I know you are upset with me enti oba siman a virtuous woman no your strength and honor de ehuhia now strength and honor no so ejina hobo how you carry yourself senia wo siesie wo ho senia oye wo ho on say ma meka dressing but ya ene niema utime hye ene niema utime ye say oya wadwen say you will not recognize say unyini tiniema bi wo ho a untime nye na still wo pese oni teenagers teenager in a way no o many bejo who say you are funky and all of that but a bua ehia so omode ma wo no edru ho they might not give it to you yeah yes you wa brochire but there is see ase ne say e Ghana mu ne wo yen culture no matter what we do enye mebi wo yen ya mambre ni mu ha it will not change. It will go through some bit of modifications, but it will not change entirely. It is our banning so estro nyame. And check media disiani yina ebeberry. But a quine ben so and I'll bet me I a virtuous woman. Makeka and ye money be brave. A dear barco, I bet me a boy and say, ye be bomb pie near siatreno. Also say, ye sia any ye be home. Unim bibia, you will know how to act right. So you can take positive examples from women in the Bible. And your baby and some kind of Bible mo krana ebeboa. Inti ese ye sre nyame so akwankyere. Na afenso ye nyagide embrace faith. Afi embrace humility. I say no besa me kan ho asem kakra. Embracing humility ne say bibi wo ho na wonimi ye. Me ya se wa me wo hwe minim ba bia me talent du enye niema nyina na metimi aye ena me ade a mentimi enye no me nkwajeje manim I will try ena se oye bibi na se anye yie ne ye ka kire wa sometimes ye de niema bi ena o ka kire me no wanka ne yie ntimi ne nipa na ya aka say obia ne experiences ena obia ne se ne o kasem but asemi na papa wasem bi o kon say asemi a wo ka kire me ne kura nyina ne say ade no anye yi anye yi nti yema ya adwene mum humility is when say ye betimi ate Bibia ya ye ni yase anate bibia ye nim ya yire ye ho na yesua me ni me bi o wa me nim me chi be ye just fia me kana asemi on na be kire me enso no ma ye di ne masua ne saa manyini se ne de enso me nim ya me nim ye ono eno wo hu nim de a obetimi de a kire me until let us embrace humility. Embracing humility is different from being humble. And I say humility in the word. Embrace ne say jitum sa ode wo hu hyem say wopese unya ahobrase ebi wo hwa ya na eden but nyame na betimi aboaye afei se ye nya humobro na ya draft from we have to practice it. I want say it's little things. My mama typical example. So we unim se na ye pe obi asem kra ho fa nipa ba ko pe eya no text no no check no sister ya say wo ya de pe wo mu a no text me princess how are you so efe enti eye neman kitten bi kindness nyesa wo komo obi sika nko a o ebi arecheche sem bi kra wo betimi aka kire obi ebi ana wo ni sika wo de be ma no but wo arecheche sem a wo betimi aka kire no ena I say cultivate patience and gentleness. And somehow ye can no. You don't have to be perfect in all of it. Kakra utime ye no. Ne wuntime ye no. Ye mompa ye ne nyame emma ye sa ahoden no. Patience. So ubenya botre. So ubenya botre me say me obi a me wa botre sa fe na me bompa ye because me say me kakra me bibia no. Se me ye me bibia me ye tantam na me ko. Bebi wo I have to sit back and I say you reflect and say, oh, nyane ho abotre because unya abotra I may be patient in other things. But maybe wo ha mini ho abotre 1 minute kura just 1 second kura minya. Inti sa nyama ni na gentleness ni ade ni they are fruits of the spirit and they are virtues. I say your bomb paye na nyankopon eboa ye sa kwan ni so. And na industrious seek wisdom and understanding, be trustworthy and honest. Oh, na ye ka honesty oh. Ye dream say honesty ne say enema kese but very simple things. Oh yeah me fro on freda obi abisa wade unim se wuni bi wo si oh wo de ma me be 2 weeks bi unim sa wo ma no woman na kache ni say auntie we dey near dwi dey be ye denti e be ye anka another time say ade menya bi mo but say wodi wani e beto no so e na ho suban any ade no the way people see us no e pattern enema da bia wo ye kire no no eno e na obegina ho aka say na wote anase say na wote nti say ye pese ye obasimafo a enema a esese ye no edoso na yen live a life of purpose. So enema ubetimi aye to make the smallest difference in your community. The smallest. Ebia o gift, ebia o talent bi, enema nkiti bi. Me mintimi enliste enema ni nyina ema yen. But ade a me pese ye hwe pa na ye de adesian aka me slice mienu bi pe. On se upese uye nema we nyina na wuntimi nya. Yen kan this week homework a me de ama ye nyina. Sister ya meje eyi wono oni sister bi meje eyi no report na free mo ho. Homework a me de ma yen se obi anko kan yenkosua Proverbs 31. Na yen hwe enema bi a qualities bi a ye betimi e de improve ya brabo. And ade ba ko ehun hia me ne say seeking mentorship. Nse bi wo ho a bi abrabo yi mu no be many experience bi wo bibim na ma me bi wo experience bi and then I want her to help me and also oboa me wo bibim nti na makone wo so mama we dey unchire me say sa mentorship no yenim se to da bi nso a yetimi kosia negative mentors ye wo ma me fon panimfo a umutimi di afutu a enye ema nkwala young girls a umesi so afutuo no emfa kwam just enchire nyame som enso signs I say age old age and I say empeniye no there were a lot of impact e won crofo so enti negative advice emra ye seeking mentorship no So ukosua obi, and let me say this also about mentoring. So usua obi one when yes say yetiase e wo mentor bia when say mentor bia ye nipa. The only mentor ubetimi up picking no verbatim character for character eye nyamepe Yesu Kristo. Enipa bia ni ho a ubetimi de na brabo esi wani so. Sa wo pesa wo yes saa nipa no. Ni etie nie ubetimi afa mentors bebre. Papa na ewo obiara de mu no wafa. Ne enye no no wagya asi ho. No wafa, no wagya asi ho. No wafa, no wagya asi ho. Ewo school no. Menti bibia asna me si obi nkyerɛ me a obi aso won kyerɛ me. Adanya. Emre bi obi ko ere me koye group studies. Na me se menti bibia ase. Eba ye no. Wo se matwa no. Na me kra exam si kra ye me yare. Na me si oh. Anya ne sa o. Ade no na metiasie besi ana se aketua we pe. Ena na minim nti wo kyerɛ me no ena me de ka ho. Nti in the end no ebia no no ono so akwa ne pe na no otiasie oni aka nyina no nso enti ase. Nti na me ka kwesi ne say ufa ne bits and pieces na ufa ne nkakranka. That's one aspect of mentorship. Ufa obi ade ba ko na eye nkakran na wo de ka ho na wo de mpaibo e ka ho a nyankopon eboa yen ema yetimi ye emasi mayi na nyame se ye kan sen se menstro se ubeye no wati utia no wati utia enamdi kan if you embrace humility you need a certain kind of spirit to tell yourself say okay meti I will give myself another chance to try. It is better it is better to try and fail than not to try at all. Because one practices upesa oye obesi mana ubeda ye untimi nye ena esi ye Christopher ye de ye ni nso si inner beauty so say nyankopon say true beauty no comes from the character that loves God, a heart that loves God. On say ye share Bible mo say you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Obiao Nyankopon say he created us in his own image. And he show sanya metie just say ebi wo metina say me see Nyankopon akasa no how does he look like because the image no so many versions. Me nuanom obi aye din just say medwene ho amente ase. Wo hia me nuanom a esenya me nuanom. And so me nuanom pa nuanom but we've all been created unique and beautiful in our own ways. Enti yama ya adwen ensi so. Now, Proverbs 9, me di way a chat was who the virtuous woman is not. Oba, so a prostitute, empty headed, frivolous, or baby, and one friend Crawford say, are you confused about life? You don't know, steal off with me. Besenian Kwanian Kwajiani, just obi on your virtuous woman. Na nimre so obeye bibia. Emma typical examples, not this wiki. Yanyu hu ye. Oh, Potiphar's wife. Emra, or see, oh, my husband doesn't have time for me. See, my husband doesn't have time for me, no. Edien nanka oba oyo obesima no obetimi aye. Emra ni kunu enya da ajama no. Was her best minim si adwene hu ye pa. Adwene hu sa was her best option another man. Was her best option ni kunu obi a oye servant ewo ni kunu ewo mu fie. Was that the best she could do? And I think she could have thought of something else. Okay, me kuna ye busier. A day na meti me a ye to get his attention. Bible name my and sa narration in abasa. Oh shit, what did to any brabum any context na? That's what might have been the situation. Near Delilah and swear. Obia ban to say enyama bebre wo ho ankomu betimi aba wo ene yama usika yama wo bribe say go and bring a powerful man down. Now on say enyama me see wo emma ho no. The power of a woman's body, the power of a woman's voice, the power of a woman's seduction. Eho eno ginaye eno de fe something na no say na ampemasam and I was say any hanama ho din wo. Ono so ene ye bo something din say no hwe ase a ono na chese ni o dada oba da this something ehwe ase no eye Delilah. She is not a virtuous woman. Yehwe Salome and any mommy Herodias and so on say me can be about an older woman and a young woman. Mamia oba akwasa ewo wukunu birthday ase no say edian na wonfama na nipa a wone ne wasem no on the objectification of a young girl. A nipa a one no wasem no no se kwo oba no ho bagie afutu se kwo na kwo ka kire ne se wo hene se wontwa John the Baptist ti emfa ntwa de so mame na metimina se bisa me ho pa se ti na ye de to ade so ma no edian pa na edian na be ya ma but one say esa inse no akoka John the Baptist akoka ne ho asem nti no wo de saa akwala ketewa no na asa no any favor bi a onyaye no enti ye dwene ho se ye pese ye emmasima no esese ye ma ya dwen ene ye nsusu ye nyina esi nyame asem so me di bibia ba wie ye no me fa post way on Facebook or say se bonsam so person was say wiase a onfa be ma nya hwe o ode na me ma so because onim se oba de oba is the one a ne be ma be mani bia she will make something out of it asem we ye nimre but another time ye wo bre no si ye hwe se asumdue kura bebe fia enkwala ntem ene omo papa ntem kura no se asemasi na asumdue bebe fia oba plays the biggest and critical role se asumdue ebebe fie na se bonsam pese o attack mema on attack mema na nka so I just want omo call spiritual battle mo into where you post to be a demon or the way no or say godly relationships no they are also ladies. Listen, in order for the devil to destroy the world, he doesn't need a man. He needs a woman in order to do that. And see, where you are, me pesa your journey home. Now, being a virtuous man, answer all your best, man. It will not come to you just by heart. You need a level of intentionality. As I saw was said that, so pesa or ye or best man. And the moon fan chame my family time ni na. Now, your dear is sending in a very, Nia me pesa ya dwene ho ne se ye kan Philippians 4:8 or say whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are beautiful, bibia ye bia if there is anything say bibi o kwa ye susu wo ya akomam se ye pese ye as a merciful we NSS ye dwene ho nyame enhra yen na omwa ye minim se time ne ko. But I have a bit of time. I can give like some 10 minutes for questions and discussions. Nyame nhyira yɛn nyinaa. Amen.
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 Yo, doctor,
Yes.
maybe so the masem. Hey,
Okay.
it's interesting that Eddie Theodose Okun ne achievement bill. Apart from being a mother of the Ghana flag and also, she was the person who single-handedly organized a hockey association
Yes.
in Ghana. And
Yes.
I quite remember that, in fact, Professor Mills succeeded her as the chairman. And when Professor Mills died, the government in power wanted to change the name of the hockey pitch to Mills, but people resisted. And
Yes.
this goes to show us this. Say you be based on your integrity now. Obiara my chance will be in downplay with integrity.
That's
We
true.
also know about A4 Sutherland, Children's Park, when the last government was sharing those estates among themselves. Now, that was one property and Crawford resisted there. Government bottom. And so these are examples of virtuous women now because of their integrity when you support. And this goes on to affirm Dr. Agrenuko today. If you educate a man, you educate a person. If you educate a woman, you educate the whole community. Now, one Dr. Moreau, sometimes or something relating to virtuous women based on this concept. Also, whatever you give a woman, she will make it greater. If you
Yes.
give her a sperm, she will give you a baby. If you give her a house, she will give you a home. If you give her a groceries, she will give you meal. If you give her a smile, she will give you a heart. She multiplies and enlarges what is given to her. Concept of a virtuous woman. Medicine.
Amen. Ghana ambassador. Amen.
I say, if a Sutherland did any say, Upa Legona, a drama studio, no cry, when say it's in her name. It's in her name. And Nebaba also has taken AC Sutherland, Addy, and also has taken on to literature. She was my professor at African Studies. She's also living the name legacy. No, you are very right. That's a pa.
Yo, Dr.SERWAA free from Pacho. Person me bisa question Ketuabi. Hello?
Pacho, go ahead.
Nedi kan yeda wase papa. Yankopo ma unim die. Me bema na me wa mala yeso die. Nanso masua die papa ene. Yamenka ho. Now, virtuous women, yebetimi aka politicians bia omo aye adwuma agidin kakrati so obi ti se oba ya asantoa ne de no ye de befa virtuous woman ho ana bibisa pese me hu se politicians nso a omo abaye yumadie aboa ti se omo Ghana ne omo America yebetimi aka bi kakra fa ho.
Oh yes, we can also talk about all those women. Say you can't virtuous women you focus and it's not just about baby I would say and answer who you represent. You focus and so to say obia they cannot stand they say yes see afofro enye man kwa they are super focused and I say they are hyper focused on say there will be equality in society. Inti on pene say yebe tete ma and I say yebe ha ema any idea. Inti that we also have some women in politics. Ghana say you will be. America how you will be. Inti all of those women also fit into the same context of virtuous women.
Yo, me that say doctor.
Doctor, if you're a Nobel Peace Prize, especially in the 20th century, exceptionally, a lot of women have won that Peace Prize.
Yes.
And these people are, under normal circumstances, we say common women, but them fighting for the rights of others and we put one in this limelight, and they've been rewarded with the Nobel Peace Prize. Especially in the 21st century, Medicine.
That's it. But your question, if you want to answer, if you want, we can take that.
Say Mwane asembisani nyina etu etwa yebeda Dr.SERWAA frifasi bebre pa se ne busy schedule nyina echi enne onya adanje ma Queens District ene yebetwetwe nkomo yesire twedi ampo se wonto aso nhira opa na omma onimdie enko enimu bebre nyame nhira bebre etiefo so yedaye nyina ye ho ase yempa ebone se de ne yaba betiafa obesima hui yemfa emmo yentoma no opanyi pa cho pese obema na
No.
yo ye momoden na yemfa nya adwuma ne enka bi so nkyere afoforo Yɛda Yonkodo for nso ase paa sɛ na wɔtwe bia wɔbɛtwe program yi ma yɛn. So obi a ma so ntem anaasɛ obi pɛ sɛ ɔde kɔma obi na otie bia wokɔ YouTube Yonkodoradio channel hɔ na wobɛnya deɛ na yɛyɛ nyinaa na nso asɛnde ama obi anaasɛ wasɛn tie the whole thing no ebiem. Doctor yɛtoa so da wase bebree yɛfiri ha no ɔpanyi Ghana mpakyɛw Bompaye Nishra Dr. AFRIFA so Shira Dr. AFRIFA Maye na safa ye nyina so se nyame nsa twedi amposa omoye na yentumi fa nseme nya adwuma na Bompaye so ma Yonkodo for so maye e da si bebre
yo nyene ja wasoro ye da wase eje ya me nchen fa na ebugo kenye dam azi crazy free ye da wase de amanya maame Dr. AFRIFA onye beji dam nkita ho asem owo ni tiru na akumam osombo kese manya ye da wase de emoza chehe no kwa ye da wase nyana mi shiren na kodo aman resources na dipia oba manim din edu enim pa ye da Yonkodoradio DOES so ase de wa hwe na wa cover them program oye mehen da eso yintua ne honka bara onyankopon one akutua wo heaven ye de inuanom na adofo a wo be say program ya ase ye yimde won na nda so wo hona akomam wo ma yen maame AFRIFA won wontum amba no so ye bobo won nkai ma okwana wo ba fa do so we sua adesua women's union no say what the man die ejeyame kodishira hwan na mo wono akwanya mo wontum wanye mo osene damukra ye da was ejeyame ende da ama waye nshira mahen ye da was word of Jesus Christ in Jesus and amen.
Pray anytime. Pray when you're sad. Pray when you're glad. Pray when you're weak. Pray when you're strong. Just pray and pray. 'Cause anytime is prayer time. Pray anytime. Pray when you're sad. Pray when you're glad. Pray when you're weak. Pray when you're strong. Just pray and pray. 'Cause anytime is prayer time. Ooh. The offices in heaven, they're opened up for you every second.